Today we're going to be talking about how to save money by making pizza at home rather than going to a local food pizza chain. I just called up Domino's and quoted a 3-topping extra large pizza, and for one pizza they quoted me $20.69. Now this is what you have to add tax, delivery fee if you have it delivered, or if you go pick it up, you obviously have to account for the gas to go get it. Today we're going to be making 2 extra large pizzas, and both pizzas are going to cost us $11.20. And I'm going to show you how, what ingredients I use to do that. So we're saving around $33, which is pretty cool. Today we're going to be using a bread maker. I really like using a bread maker. If you go onto Amazon, the cheapest bread maker that I could find was around $50. And what I would suggest to do, and even if this one example, is take those $33 we're going to save today, or even if you did this multiple times, and put that directly into whether it's a bread maker, maybe you don't have one, a great pizza pan, right? Because you're going to get a real better product with this, rather than just a cookie pan or something. And that's the whole point of this. We are saving money by making something at home, and it's going to be delicious. I'll show you exactly what I do. It's going to be great pizza, and we're going to save a bunch of money, and we can buy an asset, whether it's a bread maker, pizza pan, or you can even roll that in to another project you have. And that's the whole point of these videos, is to take this extra side money or extra savings like we're doing today and rolling it into something productive, whether it's buying an asset or buying or creating something to make you money. We're saving money today. You could buy a bread maker, you could buy this, you could buy that. And that's what all these videos are about, how to make money, save money, and just grow. Today, it's going to take no time to make this, and I'm gonna actually time myself on each step. So I don't want to hear any excuses like I don't have time to cook or things like that. We have a bread maker that's going to save us an hour and a half of labor. And then when it actually comes to spreading the dough and making it, the actual pizza, it's going to take us 5 minutes, and then in the oven. It'd take you longer to go pick up the pizza than it would to make it. So I don't hear any excuses about that. Let's get right into it, and we'll start this up. Now, I'm not some cooking show, all right? So technique and things like that, you can find those on your own. I'm going to be showing you all the ingredients to how to make this. I'm going to use a little less than 1 cup of water, warm water. Then we're going to add our yeast. This is what I use. It's at Walmart. All my costs and more measurements will be below. Now for yeast, what I like to do is I add the water, the yeast. Then I'm going to add some sugar, and that gives the yeast something to eat, so it grows a little better. You don't want to add your salt at this point because it will stunt the yeast. So we are just going to do a little bit of stir on that, and I'm going to sit that for 2 minutes. And the reason I let the yeast wait is, do you see how it's growing here? The first 2 minutes it wasn't doing anything. And you see the movement that's happening? That's actually the yeast growing and duplicating so it can make bread. If you would have added all the ingredients, that salt could have potentially stunted that. So I just prefer to do it this way. Honestly, it probably doesn't make any difference, but that's how I... Right, next I'm adding 2.5 cups of flour. And at this point, I'm going to start the machine up. My setting is number 8. Okay. So here I feel comfortable adding my salt. It's just a little less than 1 teaspoon. Here, a little less. I'm going to let it do its thing just for a moment. Next, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. It looks like whiskey. I'm going to let it keep stirring just a moment. So those are all my ingredients. Again, bread maker, mine's probably not the best, but so I'm just going to kind of go on the edges here and kind of help it, because we want to get all the ingredients mixed up. So I'm glad this happened this particular go around, but see how we're not a ball yet? So we just need to add a little bit more liquid. That should be enough. I'm going to pause it and see if we come together. So basically that's it. I'm just gonna help it until all this moisture is gone and we aren't making that weird noise anymore. And then I can walk away. So just bear with me, see if she comes together all the way. It looks like it's doing it. Might be too much water. If we had too much water, we would just sprinkle a little bit of flour in there. That seems to be working for us. All right, so that's basically it. This machine sets for an hour and a half. It does its thing. That's it. So I'm gonna let that go for an hour and a half and we'll come back and we'll make some pizza. All right, our dough is done. So I didn't say, but this is the flour that I use. Just from Walmart, they're cheap stuff. I'm just gonna take a little bit and spread it on the counter. Get our dough out. Just falls out. Okay. You want to get it so it doesn't stick to you. So get just a little flour on it. We're going to cut it in half because we're making 2 pizzas. And that is a pizza right there. My rolling pin broke on me, so I'm just going to use a cup. And it just works as good. But we're trying to get to a circle within this size. Now dough likes to stretch and retract, so we do that, see how it shrinks in. We're going to flip it, just a little bit of dust. I'm going to roll it out again. Flip it. Now I find in here thins out a little bit and in here is a little bit thicker. So really concentrate on the edges so you don't get the middle too thin. So you can get your size. So we're getting close to the size. Flip it one more time. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some spray, our pan, I'm going to spray it. I find this gives a crispier crust. Flip it in half. Here. Okay. We're going to build it to the size. So I'm just going to kind of stretch it. And that is our 16-inch crust. Next is going to be toppings. So this first one is going to be a barbecue pizza. This is the kind that I like. Put a description of it in the comments or something, or the description. So we're just treating this like the pizza sauce. I like a lot of sauce. A lot of times when you order barbecue sauce on a pizza, whoever does it just does such a little amount of sauce. And I'm just not a big fan of that. You generally can get about 3 pizzas out of something like that. Okay. All right, next I use 8 ounces of mozzarella, again Walmart. But 8 ounces for this size of pizza is actually more cheese than your Domino's or whoever uses. So we're going to spread that out. And I use a little more cheese than this, and I'll show you that shortly. This is going to be a Hawaiian pizza. I use this can for the pineapple. I've already kind of drained it. There's a little liquid in there, but whatever. Okay. That can, I'll post all pricing and everything down below somewhere. That can was like 60-something cents. I try to use all of it. You know, those are fun to eat. Okay, so that's good there. Canadian bacon. I'll use half of this for this pizza. Okay, good spot for it. Okay, you know, I might actually cut those in half. All right, that seems better with that. So then I use a little bit of this, and I only use an ounce of this, and this is like 15 cents an ounce. So it's really not, it's kind of a topping cheese. Just a little sprinkle of it. Just about an ounce of it. And then what I like to do is I'll take our barbecue sauce again. I just do a little on top. Kind of gives it a little extra sauce. Okay, so that is our pizza. I'm going to stick it in the oven at 400 degrees for, I don't know, half hour or something. All right, about middle rack, about a half hour. I don't know, your oven is whatever, but just till it's to the crispy that you like. So just showing this pizza. Okay. We could have cooked it a little longer here, right? A little higher heat. But this pizza is fine. It's going to be delicious. We're going to have that other one and we'll have some more shots. All right, same cheese we're going to use. This is a larger bag, so we'll just use half of it. So we're 8 ounces of cheese. This one we're going to use, kind of make a supreme. Pepperoni, green pepper, and onion. I'm going to use half of this bag, which is more pepperoni that you would get at a Domino's or something. Pretty good amount. Chopped up onion. If you don't know how to chop up onion, just YouTube it. I don't want to tell you. Green pepper. Again, figure out how to cut it up. Looks pretty good. I always like to do a little topping cheese. An ounce. Again, this stuff is 15 cents an ounce. And that is that pizza. How long did that take? I cooked this one about 3 or 4 minutes longer. As you can see, it's a little bit more crispy. It's going to be great pizza. To wrap up, we made 2 pizzas here. We have 1 full pizza left. We fed 3 of us. We have a full pizza left, so this will be leftovers for lunch or something, dinner tomorrow. We saved about $33 from going from a Domino's or something like that. And this pizza here, if you make it just like this, it is delicious. You won't regret anything. I mean, this is great pizza. I don't know if you can see this. I will post it in the description. This is all the costs of it. Again, the red sauce pizza cost $5.70. The barbecue was $5.50. To get 2 pizzas like this from Domino's with tax, $43.86. So right there, we've already saved about $33 or more if you add tax and things. And we're taking that extra money and rolling it in to something else, whether you buy an asset of a bread maker, a pan, something that's going to last and you can move forward. So next time, let's say we bought this pan today or the bread maker, next time when we make it, that's technically profit, if you look at it that way, or just reduction of the budget. So again, I'd love you guys to subscribe, comment, talk about any questions you have, things like that. I'll make a few more of these food videos, or maybe every so often, about how you can reduce budget costs and things like that. And just lots of other videos on how to improve income or just make extra money. Again, thank you.